Hey, Joe Zarzaur here with Dr. Evan Malone for another installment of our medical series. Dr. Malone, today we're going to talk about how does a car wreck cause a herniated disc. First of all, we should probably talk about what a herniated disc is. What is a herniated disc?
So quick anatomy, your spine is basically a stack of oval-shaped bones. There are roughly 33 of them, depending on how you're born. And the most important ones are the 7 cervical ones, which are in your neck, and then the 5 lumbar ones, which are in your lower back region. Those are the ones that you would typically see from an injury like this, where you get a herniated disc. Between all of those oval-shaped bones, you have basically a jelly donut, where there's a cartilaginous ring with a little nucleus in the middle of it. And when
it's not really a jelly donut.
That's what it looks like. So so think of it that way. Anyhow, when the pressure on the vertebral bodies is not anatomically correct, that disc can go one way or the other, and that's the herniated disc.
And so what happens is the disc material, which would be the jelly and the donut, gets pushed out to the edges of the donut. Mm-hmm. And if it herniates, it actually breaks through the edge of the donut and potentially presses on either a nerve, a central nerve, or a peripheral nerve, one on the side, right?
Correct, yeah. So herniated disc, slip disc, ruptured disc, those are all basically interchangeable terms.
Why do the forces in a car wreck, which many times come from the rear, how do those force pressure down on the vertebral bodies of the bones?
So there's connective tissue around all of this whole structure, as well as static pressure just of you standing vertically. So anytime that's disrupted with a rapid change in direction or rapid deceleration, the pressure of the bones on one another goes like that. Imagine going like this, and then push, and the pressure that takes the path of least resistance. So that's why the disc will go the opposite direction from where you're being hit.
All right, and in a whiplash situation, obviously, it's pretty obvious what's happening to your neck in that situation. Yeah. And how does your low back get affected in a car wreck? Does it get pushed physically by the force of the car?
It can be that, or it can be from improper restraint in the vehicle, and it's either not wearing your seatbelt or wearing it incorrectly, so that the seatbelt itself becomes like a lever, or your body's like a lever on the seatbelt if you're not wearing it up over the shoulder and across the waist where you should be wearing it, and you get kind of tossed to the side, and that thing holds you in place, thus holding part of your spine in place and letting the other one kind of swing freely, if you will.
Right. We've talked about herniated disc in car wrecks in other videos. It's important that you're not going to get that diagnosis in the ER. You generally get that diagnosis well down the road, usually 3 or 4 months down the road. If you feel like you've could have suffered a potential herniated disc in a car wreck, you can call us at 855-HIRE-JOE or contact us on the web at ZarzaurLaw.com. Thank you.